Hey y'all, my name's Catherine Young, and I've been a professional designer and artist for 15 years. And today I want to talk about a topic that is really in the design community, the topic of having a style and niching down. And specifically, I want to talk about the argument against it and why you don't necessarily need to niche. Let's just start with some of the things we all know, the things that are discussed when we talk about niching down. You know, we all see these certain artists that they just have a style and they're just known for. You know, you see this in illustration, you see it in design, photography, videography, all sorts of mediums. Somebody just does a certain thing and you like, oh, that's so and so's work. I just know, it just looks like them. Um, and you know they do these very specific, maybe like their little bodies are very specific with little specific eyes or whatever, like you just can tell, right? And what they have these amazing careers, they have these huge followings on social media, and it's just this, it looks so glamorous, they're working for this company and that company, and oh my god, like I just want clients like that. I just need to find my style, I need to find my niche, you know, I need to, and it just gets so specific, it just gets so specific. I only do this one thing, you know. And here's the thing, it's art, it's creativity, it's subjective. There are no rules. There are no rules. If you don't want to niche down, you actually don't have to. There are no rules. And the reason people push niching down, especially if you're a freelancer, is because if your style gets really well known, it can translate across multiple franchises. Okay, so your style can be applied to all these different franchises and it works, and people are like, wow, cool, that big company worked with that artist, they're so cool, they're hip. It's kind of like a way for bigger companies to still look fresh, look new, and look with the times by hiring artists that have certain fresh styles for the time. You know, and it also really translates well on social media, because in all honesty, social media is really good for small ideas. It isn't as good for big ones. People want to look at something and instantly understand it. Just like a meme. You can look at it, instantly get it, instantly understand it. And that's why we love like curated artist accounts. We love accounts that we know exactly what we're going to get every single time. There's no question. I don't have to read the caption. I just know it's going to be your style and it's going to be cool. Done. The end. You got a follower. But knowing what to expect doesn't always bring fulfillment to us as an artist, you know? And nobody says you can't change mediums, you can't change styles, you can't change careers. No one said you can't do that. I mean, think about the greatest artists in the world. Think about it. They all change, they all evolve. Michelangelo, he painted and sculpted. Leonardo, I mean, he did paintings and inventions and I mean, so many things, right? And you even think about Picasso. He started out in realism, and then he had his blue period, and then he had his rose period. And then he had surrealism, and then he had cubism. It, yes, Picasso might be known for that one certain style, but he didn't just do that style. And even modern artists to this day, if you think about like great artists like Cher and Madonna and gosh, even Walt Disney, the amazing creative that was Walt Disney, he did not stay in his lane. He did all sorts of things. He started out with animation and real life combined films, then went into animation, then went into parks and resorts. He did nature films, he did all kinds of things. He did not stay in his lane. You don't have to stay in your lane. The greats don't. The greats can't. Maybe because you're attracted to something new. Maybe because you have more to show us, more to teach us. You might get bored with your style. You may learn something new that you want to share. The muse may call you in a different direction. That's just sometimes how it happens. But you don't have to niche down. You don't. You don't have to build your career in a way that niching is how your career works. Is it a strategy that people have proven time and time again how it works, and you can watch how it worked for other artists? Absolutely. So you can follow their path, try to niche down, try to do it. Absolutely. There is evidence online. There's a saying that success leaves evidence, and it's absolutely true. You can watch people as they grow, as they get better, as they get more successful, and you can watch what they actually did. You can see, you know, oh, then they went to this job, oh, then they did this, look how their style changed, look how, like, you can actually see what they did. They might not necessarily be telling you, but you can see it. And the idea of niching down is a super simple one. And that's why it's pushed over and over and over. And it works really well in a time where people have no attention span. Here's the thing. I have been an artist for 15 years. I do graphic design, I do vector illustration, I'm even currently writing a book. I do social media, I do marketing. I'm doing this YouTube video right now. I created those canvases back there. There is kind of some cool like beading on it if you got close up to them. I created this piece back here. It's actually paper art. I have never been unemployed. I've never taken unemployment. I've always worked in-house for different companies, and depending on the size of the company, they need all my skills. I currently work for a nonprofit, and there's only a team of 2 for communications. So they need me to know social, they need me to know web, they need me to do illustrations, they need me to do infographics, they need me to do layouts. I could go on and on and on and on of all the things they need me to do. It has never hurt my career to not know a ton of things and to not do a ton of things. So just keep in mind, there is not just one way to be an artist. You don't need to niche if you don't want to. Maybe you got more to offer the world. All right, well, that's all I got for you today, guys. I would love if you give it a like, a thumbs up, a subscribe, and also leave your comments. I want to hear about people who haven't niched. I want to hear people who have changed their style. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I just think it's a really interesting topic. And I also want to hear from people who absolutely niche down and think it's the way you have to go. I would love to hear from you all too. So have a good day, guys. Bye.